احمد الرب لأنه صالح هاليلويا لأن إلى الأبد رحمته هاليلويا.
Preserved from the dot from the mark. Has it been preserved from the dot and the mark? So you may remember some things, but I'm saying to you, has the Quran been preserved? The exact one which Muhammad had, word for word, dot for dot, as the Muslims like Mansour says.
The Quran that was recited in the Prophet's time, we believe is the same Quran that is.
Can you give me proof? That's what I'm saying.
I've just told you that hundreds of thousands of Hufaz
So why?
all
Okay.
around the world
So
recite the same Quran.
no, that's it. Because the why?
Yeah.
If the oral tradition
Arab
say
say Allahu Akbar.
because when you go to Tarawih, you have imams, they forget certain surahs, then the other ones will remind them, and then they can forget it, and the other ones will remind them. Some people can forget surahs, like Muhammad himself forgot verses of the Quran. Now, do you agree Bismillah to be a part of the Quran in Surah Tawbah?
Yeah.
So why do people in the Quran like Abu Hanafiya, Imam Hanafi, Abu Hanafiya, these people disagreed that Bismillah should be in Surah Al-Tawbah, right? So you only have two scholars, Ibn Kathir, they were the only ones who agreed that this should be in the Quran. So if there really was a successful oral tradition, right, it should be successful word for word. But some people believe some words should not be in the Quran, some surah shouldn't be in the Quran. Like Ubay ibn Ka'ab, Abdullah ibn Masud, they believe that the Surah Al-Fatiha shouldn't be in the Quran. You have different people who have different opinions on what surah should be in the Quran and what should not.
Finish. Okay, it is very successful because millions of people memorize the Quran. Can you show me one person memorize the Bible?
Okay, first of all, but the Bible is 66 books.
Yeah.
You have many people such as Michael Gorbachev. Michael Gorbachev in the 12th century memorized majority of the Gospels. But we don't hold to the Bible as we hold to the Quran. The Bible is meant to be read as a study, not as a book to sing in Tarawih or in Jummah. We believe it's the word of God, but we believe in it. So you need to know our paradigm. Okay, I'll explain. I'll get to your question and I'll get to your question. Let me answer.
Are you an Arab speaker?
No, I didn't say. I said I read Arabic in the Quran. Okay, let me answer your questions. First of all, you made a claim about
That's like me.
First of all, are you gonna listen? Are you gonna run away? Are you gonna listen? Or are you gonna pull to a crowd? First of all, he asked me, how do we know the Bible? What did you ask me? About the Bible.
The first question he asked you was actually, are you an Arab? This is.
I didn't say no. What did you say? What did you just say now?
Okay, I ask you, are you speaking Arabic?
Okay.
You don't understand the Quran. How many Bibles do you have?
Okay, so let's get words for words. Within the Bible, we hold the paradigm of the Bible is the message. We hold to the Bible as the message of Christ.
Okay.
If Christ is crucified and resurrected, this itself proves Christianity. But this is the thing, the premise of Muslim is the premise of, because if Christ didn't die raised from the dead, Christianity will be dead. Because Christ rose from the dead, it itself proves Christianity. Yes, I can. The premise of the Islamic Aqidah, like your scholars, your people in the park says, that Islam, the Quran, is the same. There's no variance, no errors. Everything has been the same. But as I said, there has been, according to scholars like Yasir Qadi, Al-Baqalani was a modern Islamic scholar. He even agrees there was modern textual variants. Imam Kitab Dawood,
How do you say Allahu Akbar?
Ibn Dawood in his Mus'haf, he agrees there's variants in the Quran.
He says Allahu Akbar.
We say
I said
refuge in
Allahu
Allah.
Akbar.
Okay.
If you speak to a Bangladeshi,
Yes, you have some.
he will say Allahu Akbar.
You have some. I agree. I agree. You have some recitation, which are the same. But the Muslim premises, everything, the whole book are the same. But then again, you have the people like in Damascus, in the Quran of Medina. Some believe there were 6,227 verses. In the places in Medina, they believe there are 6,217 verses. Which one's right?
No. So here's I think you're deliberately obfuscating something.
I'm not.
You are because what you're trying to do is some of the scholars believe a longest ayah is one ayah, and some said there's a breaking.
So it's still different. Yeah. I'm getting to you.
But does
So
that
I'm
mean
saying.
there's a difference in the meaning of it?
No, I'm not saying there's a meaning. I'm saying like loads of people, loads of Muslims hold different opinions, right? So when some people say there's like 6,000 verses, some people say there's 6,217 verses, you have to look about what these really meanings mean and what they apply to. Because
okay, tell me, where's the difference in opinion about?
okay, so Surah 3:146. Right. One says many prophets fought. One says and many was killed. That's the difference.
Where's
Surah 3:146. Surah 3:146.
Let's know that.
So you have to get the Hafs Quran and the Welsh Quran.
What's that?
The Hafs Quran and the Welsh Quran. So I'm not
What
saying.
are the Arabic words used? What's the Arabic
Yes, say qutila and qatala. Qutila and qatala, but it's obviously a noun. But in the when you translate it into English, when you translate it,
Qutila is a noun.
I know that's what I'm saying to you, but the noun I say to you. So that in the Welsh Quran, I know in the Welsh Quran, I believe it says qatala, qutila, and this noun is predicated that
This is the only point
he was killed. But in the that they were killed.
So you
But in Surah 3 in the Hafs Quran, it's
arguing
predicated
about
that he
the
was fought.
difference in translation.
No, they don't play semantics now with the translation. You're playing semantics now with the
You
translation.
wanted to talk about the difference in the Arabic of the Quran.
I didn't say the Arabic
You talked about-
Quran.
Yeah, of course you
Look,
did.
I'll get
Why are we
there.
arguing here then?
So
So you guys would say it's been perfectly preserved ever since
What's the
Uthman?
number?
Look, okay.
What's the name of the what's the number?
I believe the oral
You said Surah what?
preserved.
Show me the Surah. Give me an.
but you need to prove it. Which
Show me the
there's the reciters, majority of the reciters were killed. And as I said to you, give me the oral tradition of these companions after the memorizers. Give me their narration and give me the chain where they were reciting from the Surah Fatiha to Surah Nas.
Calm down.
You couldn't provide it.
You're too agitated.
I'll show you.
Calm down.
If there's one oral tradition, it should be reflected in the written tradition. But you have different writings.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And so you can't say, if I said Jack and Jill has always been Jack and Jill went up the hill, and I have different writings that say John and Jill went to the mill, clearly it's not been orally preserved because there's different writings. That's what you have in the
There's
Quran.
no difference.
no
There's
written
no
difference.
difference equivalent to Jack and Jill being John and Jill.
You sure?
In the
Have you heard of the Sana palimpsest?
No.
You haven't? There you go, that's your problem. Sana palimpsest, that is one of the earliest Arabic manuscripts you
I
have.
know what the manuscript.
And you know what a palimpsest is? It's where someone writes on the
my book.
document. Documents are expensive, right? And they screw it up. And it's an Arabic version of the Quran. They mess it up. They go over the top of it, and they write over a new.
Daniel
layer.
Allen Brubaker, he's got a perfect example of this.
And it's two different versions of the Quran.
No, it
Isn't
isn't.
that one
No.
manuscript.
No, it isn't.
You know Dr. Alan Brubaker?
Surah backwards. Surah.
Dr. Alan Brubaker?
Sometimes
He's a scholar.
In the Surah Baqarah,
think
16 to 25, it's no
you're
corruption,
harboring
nothing. The
a
Quran. What was written?
But you know,
is
Dr.
true.
Can he bring in manuscripts? Can he bring in manuscripts? But I'm giving you scholars' names, you wouldn't listen to me.
No, I will.
Dr. Alan Brubaker, Yasser Qadi, they agreed it's variance in the Quran.
If you disagree, that's
I
your
will
bad
take your
luck.
references.
That's your bad luck.
I'm telling you,
I'm
I'm
giving
not a
proof and
scholar.
I'm showing you the thing.
Something that makes a claim, you cannot use that into value.
within the text
I'm
itself.
showing you proof there. Whatever I show you, that is the proof.
So in the Sana, the
You
lower
can't
text.
just come in there and just lie about it.
I'm like, okay,
Read it
that,
and show the proof. Read it in
Bro,
English.
let's
So,
listen.
here you go.
Read it.
It's different. So it's read the
Don't
it's
lie
even
about
different
it.
in the Arabic. It doesn't matter about the English. The Arabic's different. So the text underneath reads like that. The text above it reads like that. This is one example, brothers. 2196.
Yeah,
The point
because
is,
it's
you don't
Arabic
even have
translated
the
English.
Uthmanic recension. Where's your Uthmanic recension?
I'll show it to you.
You know what Ibn Abbas said? Ibn Abbas said,
Wait.
Ibn Abbas said, if the majority of the Quran is lost, complete it with poetry. These are the words of Ibn Abbas
I
Sassad.
think I have to go.
Hey, guys,
But
I'm
look,
Where's
it's
that?
the
That's
Sana
it.
Palimpsest. I think the Quran has been well preserved, but not perfectly
I've
preserved.
definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, not word for word.
Well,
Came in
But just one
the
more
source.
like
The source.
about the Sana manuscripts. How do you know these weren't just students trying to write down and making mistakes themselves?
That's the only manuscript you have.
But that's an error.
That's the only
That shows
manuscript you
it's been
have.
perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to.
It's the only manuscript you have then. What manuscript can you go back to from Muhammad's time?
Probably have to look it up.
fine,
Again,
that's fair.
I'm not-
We agree. I
I'm
admit
not
to
a
you.
learned man at
I
all.
agree to you. There's some verses they have been preserved, proof with oral tradition.
Yeah.
But not the premise of the Muslims in this part is not everything word for word, dot for dot, mark for mark has been preserved. But
I'll
they're
probably have
not.
to read up. Are you going to be here? Are you here regularly?
Yeah. But read Dr. Alan Brubaker and read Yasser Qadi book. It's very
I'll
knowledgeable.
probably have to come back to you on that one.
Take it.
Bless you guys.
Bless you guys.